Welcome to Arirang Live. It's after 2 p.m. here in Seoul, and I'm Kim Dami. In just a minute, we're going to cross over to the latest briefing from the Central Disease Control Headquarters on the COVID-19 outbreak. This is the second and last briefing of the day. The briefing is now beginning, so let's take a listen.
Let us now begin our regular briefing for March 28th, Saturday. The total number of confirmed cases stands at 9,478. This includes 363 imported cases from abroad. 4,811 have been discharged following full recovery. And we have a total of 40.7% who are on quarantine, meaning that about 50% of the patients have been discharged following full recovery. We've seen 146 new cases, while our discharged patients account for 283 as of yesterday. And we have 144 deaths as of now. And right now, Daegu accounts for the largest proportion of the total number of cases. And about 87% are related to cluster infections nationwide, and the rest 14.6% are related to sporadic outbreaks and those undergoing investigation. And in Daegu, at the second Miju hospital, we had newly confirmed cases of 13 compared to the day before, and this makes a total of 75. 74 of them were patients, and one person was the staff. And at Manmin Central Hospital, we have seen increased surge in the number of confirmed cases. And in Gyeonggi-do Province, at the Headquaters Nursing Hospital, we've seen 3 more cases, making the total of 20. As we said before, as for the 146 new cases today, 41 cases were inbound travelers, accounting for about 20% of the total increase. And Europe topped the list, and US came in second with 12, and this makes a total of 41 imported cases today. So we are seeing a continued rise in the percentage of imported cases, and this is why we ask all of the inbound travelers to follow the precautionary measures. All of those who are returning from US and Europe, we advise you that to immediately return home and to use your own vehicles and wear face masks. And starting from today, for those of you who do not have your vehicle available to move from the airport to your homes, we provide public transportation. And while you are on self-quarantine, please use your own your utensils as well as other objects. And you need to always remember to abide by the self-quarantine guidelines. Any breach of these compliance with the self-quarantine guidelines is punishable by imprisonment up to 1 year or a fine up to 10 million Korean won. And as for people entering from other places than Europe and US, we also advise you to stay at home for 14 days and minimize contact with other people, including your family members. And this includes abiding by the personal sanitary measures like washing of your hands and coughing etiquettes. And we also advise employers to ensure that employees who are returning from international business trips do not return to their offices for the first 2 weeks upon their arrivals. And we also advise you to allow these employees to work from home instead of coming to the office. And until April 5th, we advise all of the public to stay at home as much as possible and practice enhanced social distancing campaign. And especially during the weekend, we advise you refrain from going to closed door and crowded places like the religious religious centers, and indoor sports facilities, as well as other multi-use facilities.
국민행동 지침을 통해서도 그렇고
And through these public guidelines and by avoiding and refraining from having gatherings, it will be very helpful. And please, we would also like to urge you to maintain a 2-meter distance with each other and avoid people-to-people contact as much as possible. Thank you very much.
지금부터 질의응답 갖도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 사전에 받은 질의 3개.
That concludes our live coverage of this briefing. And as a wrap-up from the briefing, South Korea has confirmed a total of 9,478 COVID-19 cases. The death toll now stands at 144. That's up 5 from yesterday. The government provides official briefings twice a day. Tomorrow morning, we'll bring you the next one live at 11 a.m. Korea time. That's it from the News Center for now, but we'll be back in our 6 p.m. regular newscast. Bye for now.